And a look at the Warriors, arriving earlier on, looking sharp and determined. This all eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
Now Golden State's starting five. On the wings, Thompson and Wiggins. Kevon Looney out there with Dario Saric, and it's Curry in at the point guard. Drills it from outside.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now, here's Looney. He's guarded by Nurkic. The shot by Saric, no good. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. George, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry against Henderson. From outside, off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Frank, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
On its way from Curry for two, and again, no good by Golden State.
Oh, man, that's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Henderson, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Thompson from long range. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just under control. That's what Klay Thompson stays. That's where his lane is, and it's easy with the pull-up.
Here's George. The turnaround jumper.
He just looks so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
George against Thompson. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got 5 now.
With all the attention Klay gets, it can lead to open looks for others. Nice decision.
George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Klay, and Draymond Green. The single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
And he makes that one. 7 points in the game.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And George kicks to Grant. Pass to Henderson. Right side George. Over Thompson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. George has got his 2nd bucket of the night. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Thompson with it. He has 5. Outside Curry. To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
A ferocious player in transition. George takes full advantage of the fast break when given the opportunity.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Warriors, Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Sharp. Gary Payton comes in for Thompson. And Paul subbed in for Curry. Here's Highland driving inside. Good work defensively by Paul. Payton against Simon. On the wing, Hardaway. And the Warriors miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
1:36 left to play here in the first. And the basket by Payton. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Here's Sharp. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Higgins outside. This one for 3. They get it back. Outside Hardaway. There's the pick. Back to Looney. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Sharp. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Passes it to Payton. Paul right side. And that one goes long. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Puts it up from 17. Second shot opportunity. Short. That's good.
Boy, is he active. I love seeing Sharp just get after it on the backboard.
Driving the lane. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Highland. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Paul for 3. He can't hit that time. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Portland out in front, up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Portland. Trailblazers leading by 4. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Henderson in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
I admire Thompson's toughness. Gets it from his dad and from his mom.
Yeah, his mom played volleyball in college. His dad was the first overall pick in 1978. Played in the league for 13 seasons. You know what that's called? Good genetics.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Outside for Curry. Charge, just screen on Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Charge passes to Thompson. Green taking his time here. Pass to Curry. Thompson with it from outside the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. Henderson with it. Now Green defending. Here's Simon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
George is checked in for the Trailblazers. And a deep three from Curry. The long-distance three is buried. Curry's got 10 points.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
And it's good, 2 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Now the pass to Hachimura. Back to Simons. Drives to the hoop. And the layup's good off the glass. Simons has got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. On the wing, Green shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Nice feed by Thompson. Most of the time, Clay either shoots or passes it. Doesn't really dribble that much.
And now that we're finally past the trade deadline, a number of players, Greg, have to be breathing a sigh of relief.
I mean, no matter how many times you're told we're not going to trade you, you're our guy, it's hard to know what to believe. GMs are professional secret keepers.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. And with the superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. They kick it out to Green. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Substitution on the court.
And the Warriors with possession here. 15-point game.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Highland passes to Sharp. Paul with the steal. From 10 feet out. No good off the front iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A shake. And there's Paul George on the assist by Grant. George has got 11 points.
And just a beast of a scorer. Give George these kinds of looks, and he typically knocks them down.
Paul kicks it to Looney. Payton in the corner. Outside, Green to the inside. Paul. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a half-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Hardaway's checked in for Green. And here in the middle of winter, some teams feeling the cold in the power rankings. Others remaining hot. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Trailblazers, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Hardaway passes to Saric. 1:05 left now here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. That shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
They have to commend how hard Saric works on the backboard, using that size and strength down low.
Trailblazers leading by 13. And it's Sharp missing. Warriors shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Saric outside. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball left side. Elbow shot from the arc. The shot by Saric, no good. Here's Sharp. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Sharp's got 8 points.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Defensively, man, no one knows what to do with this guy. Do you double him? Do you triple team him?
And now let's talk about that first half. A look at the top performers from both teams so far. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Guard pair on the floor. It's Curry and Thompson. Wiggins is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Curry can't get it to go. Unloads from 13. That's good on the jump shot. 6 points for him.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Fires the three. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the basket by Curry.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Takes a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Curry deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3, and it's Saric. That time on the assist by Curry. Saric has got 6 points.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Timeout called the Warriors for the Trailblazers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Grant. And the Warriors also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And it goes down 2 points.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Back to Henderson. Puts the move on. Here's Hayes. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Hayes has got his first basket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Henderson. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him. Curry against Henderson. Second chance shot. Dishes it to Hayes. And that one drops. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Passes to Saric. Green against Simon. Pass to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 17 now.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Here's Henderson. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yep, that one goes.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Green kicks to Thompson. Saric has the open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Saric has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Warriors. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. And the Warriors with some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Klay Thompson. Gary Payton comes in for Green. And Paul subbed in for Stephen Curry. Cousins on the funnel. Cousins has got his first bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
1:32 left in the 3rd quarter. Paul outside. Saric passes to Paul. Charity stripe shot. That one goes in.
And Wiggins can take the mid-range when he has to. His touch makes that an option.
Here's Highland. The Warriors pull it in. Saric has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Paul, no one around him. No good on the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Sharp. Buries the long-range jumper. Sharp's got 11.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Hardaway, and the rejection by Cousins. Down low, here's Highland, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Paul finds Hardaway. Over Sharp. And again, no good by Golden State.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
There's the pass to Wiggins. Off target from outside. And so it's Portland with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
44.
And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Ball's got to move, all right? Let's just start driving and kicking and moving.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Back to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. They get it again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Sharp, that's good.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Payton passes to Paul. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Pass to Looney. Back to Paul. Grant against Wiggins. The dish to Hardaway. Here's the floater. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. And then Sharp with the dunk.
A few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Warriors. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the Warriors miss again. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Grant, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And each year, we see Jeremy Grant, he gets better. And defenders have their hands full with this guy.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're a part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's two sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
There's the triple. Portland again missing. Warriors have gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. Here's Curry. And just miss after miss right now. Portland has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up on Saturday. They'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Monday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Green, the pass to Curry. Richard, I know you've been to Africa. Your mom did a lot of great work there. How gratifying is it to see the investment that the NBA now is making over there?
Well, I look at how basketball changed my life and allowed me to accomplish so many great things. And the more people that have the opportunity to allow basketball to change their lives, you got Basketball Without Borders, you have academies in basketball, you now have the Basketball Africa League. It's great to see these opportunities extended to more people across the globe. That's why basketball is a global game.
Lamb against Winslow. Curry passes delivers. Back to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. 6 to shoot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
So for the Trailblazers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Grant. Paul George comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's Sharp in for Pat Connaughton. Sharch is checked in for the Warriors. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Lamb. Here's Hardaway. Here's Green. The Trailblazers pull it in. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. George way outside from beyond the arc and then some.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Green dishes to Green. George against Hardaway. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
3.
Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Knocks down the three ball.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Looney. Sharge passes to Hardaway. The rebound by Sharpe. Passes it to George. Over Payton. And again, it's Portland converted.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Paul. What was the area of emphasis coming into the game tonight?
I mean, we knew this is a team that you can't, take for granted. They play hard. So we had to, step it up, execute offensively, and, stop them from scoring.
Definitely the fundamentals, but those are the most important things. Thanks, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.